final package for the resurrection of my 1980s green plastic tree. I got a box from Amazon. Of course, you already know what's inside. Glass ornaments. So I've never, ever, 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 ever had glass ornaments on a tree. Because in some way, shape, or form, we always had some kind of animal. And you know how animals are with Christmas trees and lights, and especially shiny balls and glass objects. They have a tendency to swat them, and they're going to get knocked off, and they're going to break. So now that, there's no animals in this house anymore, other than the animal that's talking to you, I got some glass balls. And these are the small jobs, because they're going on a small tree. They come in a little box that's fingernail proof. You can't open it if you want to preserve the box, if you want to take them off. And these are very tiny little glass balls. And they're the shiny kind. All kinds of colors. So whatever you want to use, you can pick. And of course, I have no idea if I'll be able to use them all on that little tree. But you got all the basic colors. You got your reds, your greens, and your blues. And you got your shiny and your matte finish. Then you got oranges and kind of like a couple of silvers and pinks and turquoise. Very nice selection. And they're all shaped just like a little glass ornament with a little string, and they are glass. So you don't want to drop them because they will break. And they got the classic, little wire in them, the little spring wire in it that holds the ball, the glass ornament together to the little keeper here. That is a very soft tin. So we'll put that back together, which could be challenging. So there's quite a hefty amount of numbers in there. And then for a finale, of course, you need, they got a nice, decent sized string on them to get them over a branch, so you get a pretty good sized branch where you can wrap that around. But we all know we use hooks, so I needed to get some hooks too, because I got them wire hooks in the bag around here somewhere, but they're kind of nasty. And they always have a tendency to get all misproportioned and bent and lost, or they fall off. So I got some of these little guys. Got a whole package of these things. These are proudly made China. 200 pieces of Christmas ornament hooks. So these are a nice hook, and they're perfect for a permanent installation. Especially if you're doing a small tree and you don't want to fuss with it. Or even if you got one of them, even a bigger tree where you just wrap the bag right around it and put it away and you're done with it. You do the same thing. So these are a plastic hook, so you don't have to worry about bending them. So we just snap them off. And you can clean them up if you want to, make them nice and pretty, get the little flashing off of it. Probably better just to snip them off anyway. And these are nicely tight, so you can see how tight that hook is. So you got the little end on the bottom that holds your ornament, and then you got the bigger hook on top that can hook on your branch, and that ain't coming off for nothing. So if you do have animals around, they won't be able to knock them off. And then you just have a nice, we'll pretend that this is a branch, and you just hook it around a branch. Of course, I'm not putting a lot of effort because I don't want to drop it. But that's that. So, simple little video. The final package of my little resurrection of bringing an old Christmas tree back to life. So I'll have a video of playing around with that thing and stripping it down and taking the old lights off that probably don't work and putting the new vintage stuff on and having a very, very nice tree for 2023. Of course, it'll probably be lit for a couple days for the end of 2022. So stay tuned for that. I don't know if that will ever air on with the time constraint because it's the 22nd of December. So by the time I get around to it, and by the time I get done editing it and blah blah blah, it probably won't have enough time to put it on YouTube's. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.